Hey guys, it's Greg. In this video we want to talk about Arena the contest. So for the first time about Tanares and Arena we heard when basically Tanares Adventures was on a Kickstarter. Tanares Adventures is another game from these creators, but Tanares Adventures is more like co-op adventure game with based on a story. Arena is more PvP with added module where you can play as a co-op and to unfold some kind of story also. But Arena is mainly about PvP. But in this video we want to focus on this co-op history-driven part of the game, as we are playing mostly co-ops together. PvPs are not for us. So let me show you what do we think about Arena the contest, but as I said, this is going to be a review of this story-driven part of the game, not this PvP, which is the main module of the game.
We approached the campaign expecting a good crawler/adventure game, so we were even more surprised by the fact how rich the created world here is. Arena the contest takes tons of inspirations from D&D but serves them from a new perspective. We have orcs, wizards, vampires, plenty of massive dragons and more stuff we got used to. What makes it different is the main idea fueling the whole plot. Due to the curse upon the world of Tanares, each time a war happens and too much blood is spilled, natural cataclysms occur, threatening the existence of every race. For this reason, huge conflicts are forbidden in Tanares, and there are no armies besides the Imperial one keeping the order. To let go of the steam and solve disputes, the arena was raised, where champions can fight each other. This explanation not only justifies the whole idea behind the game, but it's also a preludium to a very engaging plot, full of twists and some epic moments. If you tried some best novels based on D&D setting, you are going to appreciate Arena the contest story for sure. There is more making the Arena such an immersive game besides the awesome lore. The game will require you to make plenty of difficult choices on the way, and they will affect both your heroes and your journey. For example, after the first scenario, when fleeing from the stronghold full of orcs, you will encounter the innocent group of the orc females and their offspring. Are you going to spare them, risking the potential pursuit, or will you kill them without remorse? Each choice will affect you later in a totally different way. The game is full of moments like this, and you are going to be surprised a lot by the creativity of the designers. Arena the contest offers a massive pool of heroes to choose from. Paladin, monks, wizards, healers, assassins, angels, demons, vampires, werewolves and much more are waiting to join your team. To make this choice easier and clear, heroes are categorized in a few archetypes. So healer focuses on aiding the party, shooter attacking from afar, controller helps with the position of enemies, and tactician benefits the most from the right position of himself on the board, where brawler focuses mostly on pure attack. For the experience points gained through the story, you can and should develop your heroes, and the system behind this is ridiculously simple. You can buy a few types of cards, raising your attack power, defense or health, or buy a new skill. But there's a twist, because the new skill has to be chosen from the skills of any other hero card you have in the box. This clever solution provides a decent amount of options for the progress, and provides a vast amount of combinations you can use to make your hero unique. Who said your werewolf can't have some blood-sucking vampire attacks, and your samurai can get some nasty assassin tricks up his sleeve? Core of the game may miss some fireworks and utilize the most popular mechanics, but is solid, easy to get and enjoyable. Line of sight, enemies activation, hero turns, the whole flow is very approachable. Success of you and your opponent's attacks are determined by the simple D12 roll, and even if you miss, most of the attacks still take some small amount of HP, called here residual damage. It's another simple idea but softens the frustration if you are constantly unlucky with your dice. Arena the Contest is filled to the brim with boss fights. Each scenario ends with the encounter with a stronger, unique enemy who provides new mechanics and challenges, forcing our team to do their best to survive. But what's even better are scenarios where you don't explore anything and your only goal is to kill a huge boss, in many cases represented by an impressive dragon miniatures. Each of these boss scenarios has its own special conditions, and each of these bosses has its own unique attacks. I don't want to make spoilers, so know only this: boss encounters are the most engaging part of the Arena the Contest campaign, and there are plenty of them. First two quests from the campaign are not the best advertisement of the game. Each has only one type of enemies spawning around the board, so you get the feeling that the game is very repetitive and dull, running from one enemy to another, doing the same stuff and defending against the same attacks over and over. And even smaller bosses at the end of each of these scenarios don't help to get rid of this feeling. But then comes the first scenario, when you need to face the massive dragon in your first boss fight. From now on, each next quest is more and more spiced up with new challenges, twists, mechanics, and plenty of boss encounters till the very end of the campaign. It's hard to make each hero totally unique and asymmetrical than the others, while offering a proper balance between them. On the one hand, I need to praise how Arena's heroes are balanced, not only compared to each other, but also neither of them feel too overpowered against the AI. But at the same time, I have a feeling it affected a variety of skills. If you put all of the hero cards together, after a short inspection you will realize that plenty of skills have quite similar effects, and many of them take the same amount of damage as the others. It can sound like a very weird con, but both heroes and enemies have too much health points. It's probably a good choice for PvP mode, but when playing cooperatively against the game, it affects the pace and artificially extends the scenario. And when tracking the health points on a common track around the board sounded like another clever idea, it requires from one player to stand almost all the time only to manage the track. During the game you will have plenty of occasions to loot flasks for your heroes, but all of them are so weak we didn't spare our actions to use them even once. It's simply much more effective to attack and defeat enemies faster than waste time for using the potions. It's possible this mechanic makes more sense in PvP mode, but during the campaign flasks are rather useless. Campaign mode from Arena the Contest proved to be an enjoyable experience, when most of the mechanics are nothing we haven't seen and the D12 system is rather old school. Then a captivating story with rich lore showing familiar D&D elements from a fresh perspective encouraged us to keep going and going with the quests. When the very first scenarios are not the best advertisement for the game, the further you are with the campaign, the better it becomes. A huge part of it focuses on epic fights with huge bosses, super engaging encounters being the shiniest element of the PvE mode. As we said at the beginning, we haven't tried PvP mode at all, and in this review we are focusing solely on the campaign mode of Arena the Contest, which we score for 7.5 scratches out of 10 possible. If you are a fan of D&D, then you can easily raise the score, and Arena the Contest could become your favorite game. That's all for today, see you at the next game, and do not forget to subscribe our channel.